Sairam students. Today's literature class is the continuation of our lesson The 100 Dresses Part 1 by L. Bosser Esther. In our last two sessions, we have studied about this girl, Wanda Petronsky, who happens to be a Polish immigrant, and she is residing in the United States of America. Now, this girl is teased by the other girls of her school. Peggy and Maddie happen to be her classmate, who keep on asking her about the dresses she has and how many shoes she has, how many hats. So when Peggy asks her, Wanda, how many dresses do you have, in your closet? She says, I have 100 dresses. Then Peggy wonders, if she has 100 dresses, why is she wearing the same old faded blue dress to school? So she feels that, Wanda is telling lies. So, out of fun, she keeps on asking her the same question again and again. And Wanda continues giving the same answer, that she has 100 dresses. Now, Maddie is a very close friend of Peggy. She feels bad for Wanda. But then, she doesn't have the courage to go and tell Peggy that, let's discontinue doing this. It's not right. She tries to write a note also, but then she stops. She is scared. She feels, what if Maddie herself is Peggy's next target? She starts writing a note, but then she tears it off immediately, just because she doesn't want to be her next target. So that is where we stopped. Let's continue with our lesson. But before that, just keep a book and a pen handy to jot down all the important points. Let's begin. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived up on Boggin Heights and stood alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. So now they are speaking over here about Wanda Petronsky. She was just another girl from Boggin Heights, and she was all alone. She had no friend in school. She used to come to school all alone, and she used to go home all alone. And she never spoke to anyone until unless, somebody else spoke to her. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimmings. So when did this girl speak? When did Wanda Petronsky speak? It was only when, these girls used to question her. Wanda, how many dresses do you have? How many shoes? How many hats? So that is when she used to speak, and that too she used to answer to all those questions. And Maddie remembers, Wanda telling her that she has, one blue dress with colored trimmings. Now, what is trimmings? Is basically, when we use certain certain material as to decorate your dress, to enhance the beauty of your dress. Can be in the form of ribbons, can be in the form of lace. So she remembers, Wanda discussing about a blue dress with colored trimmings. And she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with a red sash. You would look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in pretended admiration. Now, here she says that, she remembers about Two dresses. One is the blue dress with colorful trimmings, and second is a brilliant jungle green with a red sash. What's a sash? Basically, it's a long strip or a loop of cloth worn over one shoulder or round the waist, especially as a part of a uniform or an official dress. Now, sash, if you have seen, during our school sports day, the head boy, head girl, they wear a sash which runs across their shoulder down. So, head boy, head girl is written on that. So that is called a sash. It runs diagonally on your body. So she remembers Wanda speaking about the two dresses, that is one blue dress and the brilliant jungle green dress with a red sash. So the other girls used to tease her, in a very, very fake way. They used to say, okay, in that particular green dress, you must be looking like a Christmas tree. Thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. So coming back, she was thinking about Wanda Petronsky all this while. Then, she starts to, think about the competition, whose results were supposed to be announced the next day. So she thinks about, okay, now Wanda has 100 dresses. She comes back to reality. Okay, now we had a competition sometime back in our school. What about the results? Who is going to win that particular competition? For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys, of designing motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At least that's what everybody thought. So what was this competition all about? For girls, it was designing dresses, and for boys, it was designing motorboats. So everybody thought that, Peggy would win the girls' medal because she drew better than anybody else in the classroom. And this is what everybody thought. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head so that you could almost tell who it was. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow, the teacher was going to announce the winners. Then they would know. So Peggy was very talented. She could draw or she could copy any picture from the magazine, or, some film star's head she could sketch and people could identify who that particular film star was. Maddie was very sure that, Peggy would definitely win this competition. So she says, okay, anyways, tomorrow the teacher will announce and we will come to know who the winner is. The next day it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't want to wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street. So the next day, the day when the results were supposed to be announced, it was drizzling. Drizzling is it was raining lightly. So Maddie and Peggy, they both hurried to the school, and that day they didn't want to wait for Wanda Petronsky near the Oliver Street. The street that was far, far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill led to Boggins Heights. So that particular street, that is the Oliver Street, it connected to Boggins Heights. So they didn't want to wait over there. It seems that these girls used to wait for Wanda Petronsky over there, and they used to walk down to school with her. Just to accompany her? No, just to make fun of her. So they decided on Thursday we will not wait for Wanda Petronsky. Instead, it's an important day, so they will be going to school at the earliest. Anyway, they weren't taking chances of being late today because today was important. So they decided, let's not take chance on being late because today is an important day. Why? Because the results of the competition would be announced today. Do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maddie. Of course you will win, Peg. Hope so, said Peggy eagerly. So they had a small conversation wherein Peggy asked Maddie that, do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners? Miss Mason is their class teacher. So is she going to announce the results today? So Maddie says, yes, the moment we reach, she will definitely announce the names. And don't worry, you are going to win this competition. To which she says, I hope so. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. There were drawings all over the room, on every ledge and window sill. So the moment they entered the classroom, they stopped short and they gasped. What is gasped? Catch one's breath with an open mouth owing to pain or astonishment. We at times we are like, so that is called as gasping. They were astonished. They were shocked seeing, they were surprised seeing drawings all across their classroom. So where were the drawings? The drawings were all over the room, on every ledge. Ledge is a shelf, and window sill. Dazzling colors and brilliant lavish designs, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. So these drawings, across their classroom, all over their classroom, dazzling colors were used in that, brilliant lavish designs, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. What is dazzling? Dazzling is extremely impressive, beautiful, or skillful. There must have been 100 of them all lined up. These must be the drawings for the contest. They were. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly. So there were close to 100 dresses in the classroom, and all of them neatly lined up. So they just guessed, okay, these will be the drawings for the contest. Everybody stopped and whistled or they murmured. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Mason announced the winners. Jack Beggles had won for the boys, she said, and his design for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12, along with the other sketches by all the other boys. So as soon as everybody in the class they settled down, so Miss Mason, she announced the winners. If you remember, I told you about the competition for boys and girls, wherein the girls had to sketch or they had to draw dresses, they had to design dresses, and the boys had to draw motorboats. So in this competition for the boys, Jack Beggles won, and his design was displayed in room number 12 with the other boys. As for the girls, she said, although just 1 or 2 sketches were submitted by most, one girl, and room number 13 should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 designs, all different and beautiful. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawing is worth of winning the prize. I am very happy to say that Wanda Petronsky is the winner of the girls' medal. So she says that, for boys, Jack Beggles has won the competition. And for girls, most of the girls, they submitted only 1 or 2 designs. But room number 13, there was one such girl who submitted 100 designs, and all were different, all were beautiful. And all the judges came to a common decision that any one drawing can be taken as the best. I mean, all of them were so beautiful, all of them were so nice. You could select any one as the best dress for that particular design competition. And she very proudly announces Wanda Petronsky's name, that she has won the competition for the girls. Unfortunately, Wanda has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. Let us hope she will be back tomorrow. Okay, so she says that, unfortunately, Wanda Petronsky is not amidst us. She is absent for the past few days. And she is not here to receive the applause, that is due to her. Everybody was applauding. Everybody was very happy. Okay. So this was actually, she says that Wanda should have been here to receive all these things. But unfortunately, she is not here. And she also says that let's hope she comes to school tomorrow. Now, class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawings. The children burst into applause, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers in their mouth and whistle, though they were not interested in dresses. So what does the teacher say? That okay, students, you can go, you can go around in the class and have a look at all the beautiful drawings of Wanda Petronsky. So neatly done, so nicely done. So just have a look. Children were very happy and they burst into applause. And even the boys, they were glad that they got a chance to stamp on the floor. They put their fingers in their mouth and they whistled. They were not interested in the dresses, but they wanted to appreciate Wanda Petronsky. Clear? Look, Peg, whispered Maddie. There's that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, said Peggy. And here's that green one. Boy, and I thought I could draw. So, beginning of this session, you remember I told you about 2 dresses. The blue one with the colorful trimmings and the jungle green one with the red sash. So when the girls are going around, when Peggy and Maddie, they were going around the class, seeing her drawings, seeing Wanda Petronsky's drawings, they could identify, or they could relate to the 2 drawings that Wanda Petronsky had spoken about. The blue one. And then Maddie says, remember Peggy? She spoke about the blue one. Don't you feel it's very beautiful? So Peggy says, yes, it's really beautiful. And then she says that, you remember the green one that she spoke about? Even that is very beautiful. Boy, and I thought I could draw. So she's saying, oh, I thought that, I only could draw in this class. What does she mean by this? She says that, all this while I was thinking that, I am going to win the competition and, I am the only one who can draw in this class. But I was wrong. Wanda Petronsky is far better than me. See the way she has drawn. So students, that's it with this lesson. The lesson doesn't come to an end. This lesson, 100 dresses, is into 2 parts. We are done with part 1. Part 2 will be continued it will begin very soon. So what have we seen in this particular lesson is basically about a girl, Wanda Petronsky. She's teased by the other students, but finally she happens to be the winner of a particular design competition. So let's just go through the value points. I want all of you to jot down the value points. Very important. That's it, students. These are the value points, the important points of the lesson. So what is the message that is conveyed in this particular lesson? Basically, this story is a very beautiful story, and the theme is, discrimination, or how people tend to be judgmental towards other people around them. It also speaks about the ills of the society, which can have an adverse effect on the people around. We don't know what Wanda went through. We'll definitely come to know in the second part of the lesson. But, it is not Wanda's fault that she is born into a very poor family. And, it is very wrong on our part to tease someone who is very poor. Okay, so we should take care. We should not bully others. We don't know what they are actually going through. In this case, if you see, Wanda Petronsky always said one thing, and that was, I have 100 dresses. Did she tell lies? No, she didn't. She was speaking about these 100 drawings which were lined up in her closet. And why did Peggy make fun of Wanda Petronsky? Just because she felt that if she is having 100 dresses, why is she wearing the same blue faded dress to school? So, she felt that Wanda is telling lies. Even she didn't know the actual reason what Wanda is trying to say. So with this, we come to an end of our lesson. Until we meet next, students, you will take care of yourselves. Sai Ram and bye-bye.